What's good, YouTube? Y'all know what it is, man. This your boy Tank be chopping, and we back with another haircut tutorial. And on this video, we gonna be doing a low fade and a beard trim. Alright guys, so jumping straight into this haircut, as you can see, first thing is first is we want to make sure that we're combing out the client's hair, the beard, the hair on top, the hair on the sides. Basically everything we're going to be cutting, we got to make sure we comb out, that way we can actually see what the hair is doing before we actually start cutting it. But jumping into this haircut, I'm taking my number 3 guard on my Stylecraft Instinct X, and I'm going with the grain. So we are going to be going with the grain on this haircut, at least for the length on top. And like I said earlier, guys, this is a number 3 guard, and we are going to be doing a low fade. So I'm just taking that number 3 guard over the top, making sure that I'll follow the direction of the hair. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you're going the way the hair is going. That way you don't pat your client, you don't cut too much hair off, you know, you don't mess up, you know. So we're taking our time, continuing to comb the hair as we're cutting, because sometimes the hair wants to curl up or go in a different direction. So we got to make sure that we comb the hair in the direction that it wants to go. That way we can actually see how the hair is looking when we cut it down with that number 3 guard. Now that that is done, I'm gonna actually start doing a little bit of debulking. So this is my number 4 guard. Once again, I am using my Instinct X, and all I'm doing is debulking the sides, creating some type of shape. As you can see, right here in this area right here, I'm coming up to about the parietal ridge. However, in the back, I'm gonna start to drop it a little lower below that crown area. We wanna preserve we wanna preserve the crown, obviously, because we're really not cutting into the crown with this low fade. So we're gonna do the same thing on this side, come up to about that parietal ridge area and drop it towards the back. And I just like to debulk before I actually start cutting, because it makes it easier for me. I know that I really only have to fade into that number 4 guard, and that's a lot easier than thinking of, oh, I gotta fade into this hair on top. So after that 4 guard, we're going over the sides with a number 3 guard, right below what we previously did with that number 4. So we're coming right below however high we came up with the 4 guard, we're coming right below that. And I know you're probably thinking, like, why'd you do a 3 on top and then a 4 on the sides? Well, we did a 3 with the grain. So with the grain leaves the hair a little longer. So the top is probably about a 4, 4.5. So that 4 guard is gonna blend well into that 3 with the grain. But now, as you can see, I am taking my Stylecraft Flex trimmer and I'm setting in my initial bald guideline. Once again, guys, we are keeping this low. We are doing a low fade. So we're just coming slightly above the ear and then dropping it down below the occipital bone in the back. And then we're gonna take off all this excess hair below that initial guideline. So now that that is done, we're gonna go ahead and take our shaver, and this is the Flex shaver from Stylecraft. You know, your boy's using Stylecraft tools on this video, as you can see. But we're taking that shaver, coming all the way up to that line. However, the closer we get to that line, we're gonna be relieving a little bit of pressure, and we're gonna be using a slight flick out motion. That way it doesn't leave too harsh of a line to blend into. But we are gonna get all this down to that length. Now I'm going in with my clipper lever open, and I'm setting in my next guideline. We are gonna be coming up about 3/4 of an inch or so, following that same shape. You wanna make sure we follow that same shape, because that is basically the shape we're looking for in this cut. So we're gonna make sure we follow that all the way around. Now I'm going in with my 1 guard lever open, creating another section, following the same shape once again. Alright, so now that that is done, I'm taking my 2 guard lever open, and I'm basically gonna follow this same shape, and I'm gonna blend into what I previously did. So if y'all remember, I down faded from my 4 guard to my 3 guard, so my 2 guard lever open should basically blend into that 3 guard pretty easily. And as y'all can see, that's basically what's happening here. And then once I'm done with this part of the blend, I'm gonna close my lever as you saw me do there, and we're coming right below that. You know what I'm saying? Right below what we just did with that 2 guard lever open. We're coming right below that. And now I'm gonna take my 1.5 guard lever closed, and I'm gonna attack this section that I just did. Well, how can I explain this? The section between my 1 guard lever open and the section I just did with my 2 guard, that's what we're attacking with this 1.5 guard. And now that that is done, I'm gonna take my 0 guard or my half guard, whatever you wanna call it, lever open, and I'm gonna blend this line from my clipper open to my 1 guard lever open section. Hope that makes sense. And so this half guard or the 0 guard, whatever you want to call it, lever open is basically going to be about a 1 give or take. So it's basically going to blend into that 1 guard lever open pretty easily. And then I'm just going to start to adjust my lever close little by little, working my way down. I would say notch by notch. However, I did take the clicks off of this lever. So I'm just adjusting my lever little by little, working my way down. And then I will adjust my lever open or close, whatever I feel is necessary in this part of the blend. And this is something that comes with just, you know, your barber's eye maturing. You know what I'm saying? You developing that barber's eye. You really get to see what needs to be done with the lever open or closed. But now I'm going in with my 1 guard lever open, doing some small detail work, doing some lever play. As y'all can see, you see my lever getting adjusted as needed. There are certain dark areas that I wanted to take care of before I moved on. And now I'm going in with my clipper no guard, lever halfway open, attacking this bottom section. So I'm coming halfway into that section, flicking at this bottom line, and I'm just gonna adjust my lever close little by little, working my way down until this bottom line becomes completely erased. Now, the bottom line may not come completely erased due to me doing the razor, so I may have to come back and tap that with my trimmer later on, but we'll worry about that when we get there. But as y'all can see, I am just adjusting my lever as needed, using the corner of my clipper to get this part of the blend to look right. And I don't know if y'all can hear in the background, there's Bluey on in the background of the video. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but my son stayed at home today. He ain't feeling good, so he's watching Bluey in the background. But nonetheless, man, I just wanted to address that in case y'all did hear that and asking me why was I watching Bluey. But anyways, as y'all can see, I'm moving on to the lineup. We started off in the middle of my client's forehead, setting our initial line, worked our way over to the vertical bar, setting that vertical bar. Now we're working on the C cup. And then we're gonna get that C cup nice and curved. However, if y'all pay attention, I go over the C cup a good amount of times, and the reason for that is I like to take a little bit of hair off at a time and see how it looks. I don't like to take too much hair off. Sometimes people go in and they take off a lot of hair and curve it a lot. And not that it's wrong, I just like to take my time. I try to keep it as natural as I can. So if I can keep it natural, nice and curved without taking a lot of hair off, I'll leave it. But then just depending on what the client wants and how I think would look better, I may go back in and keep attacking that C cup. But nonetheless, as you can see, we're hitting that beard up also, making sure that we get them beard lines nice and sharp, you know. And now we're taking down the beard. I believe this is my number 3 guard lever open. I'm not 100% sure, it may be a 4 guard. But then we're just gonna blend this beard in, clipper open, adjusting my lever closed. 1 guard open, adjusting the lever closed. And then here is the clipper no guard once again. And we are doing some detail work in the fade, as y'all can see. But as y'all can see, the fade looks good, the beard's looking good. You know, this haircut is coming together, man. And we're just gonna keep detailing it until we get that desired look that we're actually looking for. Remember, guys, like I said earlier, when you detail, just use whatever guards you feel are necessary. You know, some people may go through all their steps again. You just do whatever you feel is necessary. You know what I'm saying? But once we finish that side of the blend, as y'all can see, I'm working on the opposite side now. It is blended. I didn't record me cutting this side of the hair. However, you are seeing me put this line up in there once again, just in case, you know, y'all want to see that. I think watching the haircut come together with the lineup is a little more satisfying. So that's why I decided to leave this part in there. But nonetheless, as you can see, we're just trying to make this side of the haircut of the lineup like a mirror image of the opposite side. So we're just trying to make these lines as sharp as we can. Just so y'all know, we're not gonna add any enhancements on this haircut. He does not like enhancements. And I just want y'all to know that I don't use enhancements on every cut. You know I've said it before. Sometimes y'all ask me in the comments, but just so y'all know, guys, no enhancements on this cut. We're gonna keep it natural. And I think we still put out a great product. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think as of right now. But as you can see, we're lining up that mustache area, going back to the lineup, making sure that we got a nice sharp line on top. And then I'm gonna take my Uno shaver and I'm gonna cut all this hair down, basically under the neck, mustache area, any hard to reach areas I may, need to put that razor in. I like to use my Uno single foil shaver because it makes it easier for me. And now we're just gonna follow these lines with that razor. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you stretch the skin tight. Make sure that you hold the razor pretty flat. It doesn't have to be 100% flat. A lot of people say you want to hold it at its flattest, but I don't think that that's necessarily true. But you do want to make sure that you're stretching that skin. That way you lessen the chance of you nicking your client. But like I said, we're just going over all these lines, trying to make sure we get these lines nice and sharp. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this cut so far, man. I think it's coming together. I think you can actually see how it's looking now. Now we're gonna hit up that front lineup with the razor. All right, man, so check it out. This is how my boy came into the shop looking. This is the before look. And this is the finished product. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut in the comment section. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure and subscribe one time for your boy. Remember guys, if you're in the Houston, Texas area and want a haircut from your boy, you can go to my website, choppin.com. You can book there. Also, if you want any discount on these tools, you can go to stylecraftus.com or fwbarbersupply.com and use my discount code TANK10 on those two websites. But once again guys, let me know what y'all think about this cut, man. This cut is super fire. And make sure y'all watch the rest of my videos, man. I got a bunch of tutorials, bunch of unboxings, bunch of reviews and stuff like that. So y'all make sure to click on another video for your boy, man. But I appreciate it and I'm out of here.